Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. It's my first Connect New York, and I couldn't be more excited to share Roadmapping the Revolution. What I'm going to do today is really focus on translating our technology vision into our product reality. And what I'm going to spend some time talking about is some of the details around Couchbase Server 5.5, the unique capabilities that we are delivering in the next month or so. I also want to touch on Mobile 2.0, which was recently launched, which is a brand new next generation mobile solution for the industry. And I also want to give you a view of where we're going into the future. Where are we investing? And this is based on the feedback that we've heard from countless customers all around the world, and many of you here in the room today. So we're focused on solving real business needs. And Matt did a terrific job of highlighting a number of our customers and the challenges that they face today, starting with Amadeus, which is just amazing to me that they're doing 1 trillion searches per day to support over 650 million bookings per year. And they're doing that on a Couchbase platform that delivers over 8 million ops with less than 2.5 millisecond latency for 99% of those requests. We're also working with UPS, as Matt talked about, to help them manage the logistics around delivering 20 million packages per year. I think at my house, the average time, on average, I get 3 to 5 different deliveries from UPS. Excuse me, so I'm quite familiar with the little brown truck that comes to my house every single day. We're also doing some very unique things with UPS with our mobile solution. And it was a driver for one of the key technologies that I'll talk about later, but the ability to have on-device replicas. So if a device gets destroyed and the delivery person is out there, they have the ability to take that information that's on the device and transfer it to another device to continue to give a tremendous customer experience. And a really inspirational story about BD, the ability to use our technology and their applications to bring patients and doctors closer together to share real-time information to help solve the challenges with diabetes and to provide real-time insights about how they can improve the health of each one of those patients. So we are solving real business needs that are incredibly challenging for our customers. If we look at where we're focused as a company, and Matt and Ravi spoke about this a little bit earlier, but we're focused on enabling agility and flexibility, the ability to develop, deploy, and optimize applications quickly, the ability to deliver performance at scale, the ability to scale those applications dynamically based off of real business needs. And if we talked about Amadeus, their ability to scale the number of queries going on in Couchbase by 4x over 4 years. At the same time, I believe the stat that they had shared, the number of transactions that they're processing is only growing 5 to 10% per year. So they need a platform that can handle that level of scale and the ability to dynamically scale the Couchbase platform and their applications. And then finally, manageability. As these applications grow and the number of Couchbase clusters exist within an environment, the ability to automate those operations, be it in their own data centers, in private clouds, in public clouds, from containers to VMs, is critically important to reduce operational cost and risk. So I'm going to spend the next 5 or 10 minutes talking about what's new from Couchbase. And I'm going to take a slightly different approach. So as opposed to going through just a laundry list of features, I'm going to focus this really in kind of 2 constituents. And I'm going to focus on, I think, the questions that many of you may have in the room. What's in it for me? What's the value here? How is this going to make my job, my applications better going forward? So I'm going to put these new products and solutions in the context of the roles that many of you have in your organization and enterprises. So the first area that I'm going to focus on is developers, architects, and CTOs. And this is all focused on developer agility. And we're doing some amazing things here focused on developer agility. And Ravi talked about that earlier. And I'm going to bring out a book really quickly here. The first one is Nickel. We have an exciting new book. Keshav gave this to me, kind of the godfather of Nickel here at Couchbase. I encourage you to pick up a copy about what's new with Nickel in Couchbase 5.5. Ravi touched on it first, but ANSI joins is an amazing capability that we're bringing with Couchbase 5.5. It provides more flexibility for join operations compared to lookups and index joins, and it's widely used in the relational world. Having this capability within Couchbase makes it much easier for customers and organizations to transition from relational databases to the Couchbase data platform. The next feature is index groupings and pushdowns. This feature is dramatically improving the performance of sums, counts, min, max, average, and group by. Not just by 5%, 10%. We're talking orders of magnitude of improvement from a performance perspective. The next area that we've focused on is index partitioning, the ability to span your index across multiple nodes, allowing you to scale your indexes to sizes that you were unable to do before and also increase the performance of those indexes. The next area is eventing. This is an exciting new service that is now available with Couchbase 5.5. And what eventing allows you to do is enable user-defined business logic to be triggered in real time based off of changes in the data. Think of this as event, condition, and action. Event occurs, a change in the data in the DCP stream within Couchbase. A condition is met, which creates a corresponding action. We're able to do this simply. It leverages JavaScript to make it very easy to use and an integrated debugger, which allows for much better developer productivity. The last area is mobile. Mobile 2.0 was recently launched, and this is really about taking the Couchbase data platform to the edge. We worked with over 75 customers over the last year, the product management organization, the engineering organization, and the architect organization, really going out to our customers like yourselves and understanding what did they want included in Couchbase 2.0. And what we developed with Couchbase 2.0 was a number of new features. A new API, making it easier for developers to build applications that is thread safe within the solution. An improved replication protocol that allows for better performance and the ability to connect more concurrent devices and users to the application and speeding up that capability. It's also brought new capabilities in terms of availability, so on-device replicas that I spoke about before. The ability to have a second copy of that data on the device that can be ported to an external SSD card that can be exported and used when you have a damaged device. And then we've also introduced automatic conflict resolution. This frees developers from having to program logic within their application. Conflict resolution is now handled by Couchbase automatically, freeing up time and bringing a consistent experience for your applications. The next area that I want to focus on is the DevOps community. One of the areas in our key principles is really about manageability of the system, and we have a number of new innovations with Couchbase 5.5. The first area that we were focused on is GDPR. GDPR is becoming a reality for every company around the world, and especially in Europe, but any company that is doing business in Europe, US companies, Asia companies, and obviously companies based in EMEA. That takes into effect later this month in May. We brought a number of new features to address concerns that customers have. One is auditing for nickel queries. The ability to do log redaction so that you can exclude personally identifiable information from your logs that you use to diagnose issues within Couchbase or provide to our support organization. This allows you to meet the requirements of GDPR that will take effect later this month. The next area is Kubernetes, and we are excited about this, incredibly excited about this. And Ravi and the engineering team is going to spend some time later this afternoon doing a demonstration of the Kubernetes operator that we've developed. There's actually a demonstration at the keynote at the Red Hat Summit at Moscone Center in San Francisco earlier this week, where they spent about 5 minutes showcasing the technology and the work that we've done around Kubernetes. Our operator enables you to run Couchbase deployments natively on open source Kubernetes as well as OpenShift. It extends the Kubernetes API by creating a custom resource definition and registering a Couchbase specific controller. The result of this technology, we believe, is up to a 95% reduction in operational overhead. And we'll be releasing this. It's available in beta today, but it'll be released later this summer. And in that initial release, we're automating a number of tasks. The first one is provisioning, followed by configuration, auto recovery, and on-demand scaling. And throughout the beta program, which began in the February timeframe, we've been actively engaged with 20 customers around the world in some of the largest deployments of Couchbase. And we've received tremendous feedback about our solution and our approach. I've been rewarded by Red Hat to be brought up on stage as a demonstration partner of how to use OpenShift for stateful applications such as Couchbase. The last announcement that I have around DevOps features is the introduction of a new solution, Couchbase Managed Cloud. And at this time, I would like to bring up Brandon Lacey, Vice President of Rackspace Application Services, to the stage. Can you please welcome Brandon over there on this side? Hi, Brandon. Great to see you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
So, what we're doing today with Couchbase Managed Cloud is we're combining the most powerful NoSQL technology, Couchbase, with the #1 provider of managed services in the cloud, which is Rackspace. And that's delivering Couchbase Managed Cloud. It is a single solution for our customers that frees up time and resources by handling deployment, configuration, failure recovery, backup, scaling, and recovery of your backup copies. It also allows you to mitigate risks within your environment by providing real-time proactive monitoring of your environment. And you also have control, the ability to run this within your own VPC to reduce latency between the application and the database and also give you control over your data. But Brandon, I'd love to get a couple answers to a couple of questions. The first one is, can you highlight to me, just for the audience, the experience that Rackspace brings in terms of managing databases in the public cloud?
Certainly. So, first of all, happy to be here. Very excited about the pairing of Rackspace with Couchbase. And to answer that question specifically, we have thousands of customers and we manage thousands of instances, both in the cloud and in customer data centers around the world. And we've been doing this for 15 plus years at Rackspace. So we've got considerable experience managing databases and database infrastructure.
Yeah. And that's both across relational as well as NoSQL.
Exactly.
We've been obviously partnering with Rackspace over the last 6 months as we've defined this offering and work through how we're going to expose this to our customers and bring this to market. Can you give a perspective from Rackspace in terms of why you're so excited about this partnership and this new offering, Couchbase Managed Cloud?
Yeah, I mean, it's simply that we're bringing together a world's leading NoSQL technology with the world's leading modern IT as a service company, which is Rackspace. And I think we've got very similar philosophies around helping customers focus on what it is that they do best, helping developers very specifically focus on innovation. And when you pair Rackspace, our experience with cloud, with DevOps, plus our fanatical support model with Couchbase's managed cloud offering, I think it's a perfect marriage. And I can tell you that we don't make these decisions lightly. We see a considerable customer signal around Couchbase with our biggest customers. And we're already managing many of those instances. So it's a natural pairing, and it's one we're very excited about.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Brandon, and for coming up. And we're incredibly excited about the partnership we launched today. Terrific. Thanks, Brandon. So we've launched Couchbase Managed Cloud. It's going to be available in the June timeframe. Rackspace will be outside. They've got a booth, can explain the offering along with individuals from Couchbase and from my team. But we're incredibly excited about this to really bring a white glove experience to you as our customers in terms of our ability to manage your Couchbase instances in the public cloud with our partnership with Rackspace. So I want to pivot a little bit now. I've talked about Couchbase 5.5 and Mobile 2.0, but I want to talk a little bit about where we're headed. Ravi gave a great explanation of the choices that we've made over the years to develop this incredibly robust platform. But I want to talk about where we're going over the next year. And where we're going over the next year has been informed by many of you in this audience. The discussions that you've had with Ravi, myself, the product management team, and the engineering team has really informed the direction that we're taking and our investment priorities over the next year. And so the first area that Ravi spoke about was analytics. And this is a major new focus for us that brings a unique capability to Couchbase. What Couchbase Analytics does is it creates another set of nodes within your cluster that are dedicated for running analytical queries. It removes the need to do ETL. We replicate the data in memory from the data nodes to the analytic nodes, which allows you to get real-time insights of your data and analyze JSON data in its native format without any transformation. Within analytics, we get incredibly fast performance due to our distributed query processing and our MPP architecture. This allows you to run queries in parallel over multiple servers and cores within single servers. The last area is no operational impact. So leveraging the architecture that Ravi spoke about earlier, multidimensional scaling, the analytics nodes are isolated from the operational nodes that are serving data to your application. And you can scale those nodes independently as you're trying to do more advanced queries and joins within the analytic nodes. This is going to be a powerful solution that will allow you to gain real-time insights into the data that you have within Couchbase. It's been an area that we've been investing in over the last couple of years and is now available as part of the 5.5 beta. So I strongly encourage you to take a look at Analytics 5.5 and give us your feedback regarding the new analytics solution. The next area that we're focused on is mobile. We talked about that earlier with Mobile 2.0, but we're going forward even further within that. The next area that we're focused on is IoT devices, not just mobile phones or Android-based operating system or iOS devices, but IoT devices that will unlock new use cases for Couchbase around smart factories, industrial IoT, and connected healthcare. We also want to bring analytics to the edge with our new analytics capability that we'll be launching later this year and allow you to run trained machine learning models on mobile to make it possible for you to deliver rich, interactive application in a way that is not possible today when you have to wait for the network round trip, as Ravi talked about earlier. The next area we're focused on is really performance, so delta synchronization, the ability to reduce bandwidth consumption for data transfer back from the core or the cloud down to the edge. The next area is performance at scale. So we talked about a number of the innovations that we've done with Nickel. We want to further expand our ability to automate query performance, which in talking to DBAs and based off of a number of recent surveys is still a major pain point for most customers around the world. And there are two areas that we're looking, or solutions that we're looking to provide over the next year. One is Index Advisor, the ability to analyze queries and recommend indexes to improve query performance. The next area is cost-based optimization, the ability to determine what's the best query plan and minimize manual tuning. At the same time, we want to enhance disk performance. We have the world's fastest database leveraging our memory-centric approach. But there are cases where we want to improve the I/O performance for I/O-centric workloads. So that's another area that we're looking at to invest in. And finally, enhanced support for very large databases. The ability to run a Couchbase cluster that is not a terabyte or 10 terabytes, but 100 terabytes. And accomplishing that requires a lot of change and innovation within our platform. The ability to improve more robust and faster rebalance, incremental and faster file compaction, and indexing large amounts of data. All of those are underlying capabilities that we'll be bringing to market to enable support for very large databases. Now, the last area is around operational simplicity. I spoke about the launch of Kubernetes in our beta that's available today and the GA of that solution, which will be coming later this summer, but we're not stopping there. There are a number of other capabilities that we want to bring to market with a Kubernetes operator. One is automated upgrade. Another is backup, monitoring, and usage tracking. And you'll see rapid innovation with the Kubernetes operator where we'll have releases more on a 3 to 4 month cadence and trying to introduce these new features rapidly to you. The next area is Global Ops Manager, giving you a single pane of glass to deploy, monitor, upgrade, and manage not just a single cluster, but all of your clusters of Couchbase, be it on-prem, in the cloud, anywhere. And finally, public cloud. Over the last year, with our partnership team and our technology team, we've been very focused on enhancing our public cloud templates, those templates that are native to each one of the public cloud, be it Amazon, Azure, or GCP. We'll continue to enhance the capabilities of those templates to handle much more sophisticated deployments. The other area that we're invested is our integration with Terraform. And we will have an upcoming release in the next few months with our first integration with Terraform specific to AWS, and we'll be extending that to Azure and GCP over the coming year. So, the revolutionary advantage. When I look at Couchbase 5.5 and Mobile 2.0, we're delivering a number of new innovative solutions. For developers and architects, innovations around Nickel, as I said before, with ANSI joins, index grouping, and pushdowns. The ability to partition your index, all in service of faster performance of your applications. Delivering a new service, eventing, to enable user-defined business logic to be triggered in real time based off changes in data. And mobile, extending the Couchbase data platform to the edge with a simplified API to speed and simplify deployment and bringing query and full-text search capability to the edge. The last area is for the DevOps community. I spoke about GDPR earlier, but our innovative approach to Kubernetes and the fact that we are the first NoSQL vendor to have a Kubernetes operator. And then what I just spoke about before with Brandon, the launch of Couchbase Managed Cloud. This is the revolutionary advantage that we're bringing with Couchbase 5.5 and Mobile 2.0. So organizations are leveraging Couchbase to transform and revolutionize their business and organizations. You're going to have the opportunity later today to hear amazing stories from a number of customers of how they've leveraged Couchbase's data platform to digitally transform their businesses. You'll also have the opportunity to speak and hear from the engineers and product managers who work to build these new technologies in our upcoming releases. So revolutionaries wanted. Now's the time to take advantage of these capabilities. I encourage you to download the 5.5 beta that's available at couchbase.com and begin deploying the GA version Mobile 2.0. And most importantly, to provide feedback to myself, the product managers, the engineering organization, Ravi, and so forth, both on these features, some that are still in beta, as well as where our future investments should go into the future. Thank you very much for your time today. Hope you enjoyed the roadmap. Peter?